If a person eats or drinks, for example, forgetfully, does this invalidate their fast or not? First, there is an agreement among scholars that if a person eats or drinks forgetfully during voluntary fasting, their fast is valid and they do not need to make it up. Their fast is valid and there is no issue that they ate or drank forgetfully. However, scholars have disagreed about someone who eats or drinks forgetfully during the day in Ramadan. Does their fast remain valid or is it invalidated, requiring them to make it up? Scholars have two opinions on this matter. Most scholars, including Hanafi, Shafi'i, Hanbali and Zahiri, agree that eating or drinking forgetfully while fasting does not break the fast. This is based on a hadith where the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said to continue fasting as Allah provided for them. This view, the Prophet Muhammad said, if someone forgets while fasting and eats or drinks, they should complete their fast, for it is Allah who has fed them. Forgetful eating or drinking does not invalidate the fast. Abu Huraira reported that the Prophet said, if someone breaks their fast in Ramadan forgetfully, they do not need to make it up. However, the Malikis believe that forgetful eating or drinking invalidates the fast, requiring it to be made up. Abu Huraira narrated, whoever breaks their fast in Ramadan forgetfully, they do not need to make it up or atone for it. Allowed and forbidden actions vary with forgetfulness and intentional actions, similar to prayer. If a person forgets in prayer or during Hajj, it is different from doing it intentionally. Malikis say eating or drinking forgetfully invalidates the fast, needs makeup. Why? They said because Allah, the Exalted, said, and eat and drink until the white thread of dawn becomes distinct to you from the black thread of night, then complete the fast until the sunset. Incomplete fasts require makeup. They also applied this to a sick person, stating that if a person is ill, as for the Malikis, they said that if a person eats or drinks forgetfully, their fast is invalidated and they must make it up. As Allah said, and eat and drink until the white thread of dawn is distinct from the black thread of night, then complete the fast until the sunset. The person did not complete the fast, they must make up that day. They also applied this to a sick person. If ill, they must make it up. A forgetful person must also make it up. This analogy is not accepted. Rejecting authentic hadiths on such reasoning would leave few hadiths. This is all regarding obligatory fasting. They also told a story about a sick person, saying that if a person is sick, if a person has an excuse, they must make it up. The forgetful person is excused, but must make it up like a sick person. Rejecting hadiths based on such reasoning would leave few hadiths. This concerns obligatory fasting. For voluntary fasting, if someone eats or drinks forgetfully, the majority and Malikis agree their fast is valid and they don't need to make it up. Imam Malik says they should. If someone eats or drinks forgetfully during voluntary fasting, there is an agreement among the majority and the Malikis that their fast is valid and they do not need to make it up. Imam Malik, may Allah be pleased with him, says that if someone eats or drinks forgetfully while fasting voluntarily, they do not need to make it up and they should complete the day. They ate or drank while being in a state of voluntary fasting, and this does not invalidate their fast at all. They carried the hadith of the Prophet, whoever eats or drinks forgetfully, let him complete his fast. They fasted as a voluntary fast, not as an obligatory fast. As for the majority of scholars, they carried it as an obligatory fast, because the correct narration says the Prophet, whoever eats or drinks forgetfully in Ramadan, then he does not have to make up for it and he does not have to be an expiator. It is narrated that a man entered upon Abu Huraira and said, I began fasting and forgot, so I ate. Abu Huraira said, there is nothing wrong with that. Abu Huraira smiled, you're not used to fasting. Many, especially in Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, have issues. Majority of scholars see no difference between obligatory and voluntary fasting. If one eats or drinks forgetfully, their fast is valid. No need to make it up based on the hadith of Prophet Muhammad. They have a problem with this, as there is no difference among the majority of scholars between obligatory and voluntary fasting. If a person eats or drinks forgetfully, their fast is valid and they do not need to make it up or atone for it, according to the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.